Afternoon everyone, Adventure 55 back on the trail again. Back in one of my usual haunts, Thrunton Woods. I'm out with Mrs. Adventure. She's up ahead there. We've left the boys. They're going a different direction again. Young mountain man McGurk is taking two of his friends up to Coal Crag and Long Crag. He's got his cooker, his little jet boil, got some pot noodles, some 2-in-1 coffees, and they're going to have their own little adventure back there. Myself and Mrs. Adventure, where we've come to the north end again with Harley the dog. Fantastic. The weather is absolutely red hot. It's overcast, but it's 21 degrees. So I've packed all my kit in the back there. I've got my cooker, water, 2-in-1s, pot noodle, sleeping bag just in case, and spare clothing just in case the weather changes, which I hope it doesn't. We've been on the ground about 40 minutes or so now. We're trying a new location. We're actually trying to scope out the space for a little bit wild camping, get the hammocks up here. So it's a new little track. I'll just spin the camera around. You can take a look at where we're heading up. So this is the track up ahead. We've just been overtaken by a lad on a mountain bike. Thrunton Woods, for those of you who know it, is extremely popular for mountain bikers. And the track's running in between the trees. Some of them, Danny McCaskill would be having his hands full going down them at speed. Fantastic. So this track here, I think we're looking at 35, touching 40 degrees in parts. But when we get to the top, there's a Spotlight 251. We're going to try that out and see exactly what it looks like. But looking back down there, it takes you back down to the green, sorry, the pink track at the bottom. We've just took a short right, headed up here, and I think Mrs. Adventure is up the top there somewhere, out of sight. So I'm going to go and catch her up, get my little cooker out, get the kettle on, have a cuppa, and have a bit of a scope of the area. Back with you soon. Right, Mrs. Adventure has just found a little spot where we're going to have our bait. She has a wrap, I have a pot noodle. It's just to the west of Spotlight 251, so I've been assured as you shout it down the track, it's a nice place to stop. So let's find out. Right, just heading up the track here. Just across to my left. There's Mrs. Adventure and Harley. And this would appear to be our little spot. So I'm going to put my chair down there. There's where we're going to be heading afterwards. Spotlight 251 is just over in that direction there. There's no real easy track through, so we'll just give it a miss. We'll take a look around this area here. It doesn't look like it's a perfect spot for hammocks at all, lovely as it is. But obviously hanging a hammock, yes, it's great to hang between two trees, but we want some ground space as well. So I'm going to stop it here and set up my little cooker and get some bait on. Right, that's my old setup now. I'll spin the camera around, give you a quick look at my setup. Dead basic, only stopping for 10-15 minutes. I'm already being laughed at for bringing too much kit. So I'll spin the camera around and show you what I've got. Right, to make a change, I haven't brought the jet boil. And what I've done is I've got a small adapter from Amazon just across there, which fits on top of the butane gas bottles. And obviously with this type of cooker here, with the cable leading to the heat source, you can use them, half your price. I brought a Bombay Bad Boy, and my new purchase, which I'm quite happy with, is a new chair from Trekology. Fantastic. Obviously when I'm sitting down it hurts me back on the little stools I've been using, so I thought I'd lash out, pay £20, that's what the wife thinks anyway. Got myself a new chair. I brought my old faithful rucksack there, and just my little bag of essentials there with the pot in, some water, and I've got my 2-in-1s and 3-in-1s there if Mrs. Adventure wants one. So I'm going to wait for this to boil up, have a cup of coffee, a pot noodle, and then we've got a few more miles left to do to meet up with the boys later on. Back with you soon. Right, that's our little spot. All neat and tidy, no trace as always. So we're going to head back up, just at the top of the track here, which brings you out just shy of the Wedderburn hole. For those of you who's been up here trying to find it, it is difficult. So we're going to hit the track at the top, take a left, and get some nice views from the chair where we generally stop and have a photograph taken. So we'll be back with you soon. Right, having had my bait, we were going to head up to the track towards the Weatherburn hole. However, we hadn't even taken a note of the time, so we've only got an hour left. So we've changed the route slightly and we've taken one of the old mountain bike trails to head back to where the car is. So just to show you how crazy these dafties are, let's show you the route that they've come down. So we've come from that track up there, which when you look, doesn't look too bad. And then they've got the options back here, where it's quite steep. You can't really make it out, but just to give you some perspective, that's me looking down there to the pooch and the missus, and down here there's one of the routes which they take, which is down the side of a boulder and then all the way down the hill to the distance in there. To be fair, take me hat off to them. Everybody likes an adventure sport, but to be coming through these trees at speed, fair play to them. Fair play indeed. Right, heading back to the car now. Just about an hour down the tracks. One thing I will say is that these mountain bike trails are fantastic. Generally when we come to Thrunton Woods, we try and stay off the pink tracks, and those who've been here know what I mean. We do cut through the woods and that, but just being here tonight, I genuinely think you can pretty much stay on the tracks without touching the pink track at all, which I think makes for a much better adventure. Nobody likes just walking on the road all the time, so I think next time we come, we'll choose our route again and go that way. The boys have sent a picture. They're on the top of Core Crag at the minute, so they're packing up. They've got about an hour's walk as well. The boy, young mountain man McGurk, he knows his way around the woods, so he'll get down there probably just about the same time as us. The pooch is worn out. He's never allowed to rest. Mrs. Adventure in the background there. Yes, that's her. She's always walking the dog. She is a professional dog walker, and poor Harley gets dragged out as much as all the dogs that she gets paid for. So I better keep your eye on the track, because there's rocks and divots everywhere, and we'll head back down soon. One thing I will say is I forgot to give a shout out to Big Brenda from the Fatty Ballatty Cafe in Newcastle. Hello Brenda. Now what strange beasts lurk in the woods that make X-shaped structures in the middle of nowhere? The wanderers return. Hey lads.
What?
You okay?
Yeah, it's been good.
Good walk.
Sick of his life.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.